DJ.
Are you done mixing yet?
You're deep. The Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kid stealing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun, and I'm having a hard time holding these alligators.
You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. Jet, we Ric Flairing on them niggas. It's apparent these girls staring. I'm Ric Flairing, gold across my chest. I'm fresh to death, I'm Paul Bearing, not at all scary. One eye open like Betty Wops, then find to these circles that's going in like a carry shot. Woo! I'm going in like a Mary Pop off that Mary Crop at the top flow at the Marriott. So questioning me is like questioning you. See, we the best dressed, so come and get blessed with the crew. Not one but two, different ways to slaughter your crew. Committed tat across the chest, I guess she blessed with the truth. People want to see them checks, representation of proof. Living through my elders trying to resonate to the youth. But ain't nothing to get my flash on. Longevity is heavily embedded in my melanin. Layman terms, I last long. My ground repetitive, I'm smoother than real silk. Lyrical cash cow who can't cry over spilled milk. We in here. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. This ain't no normal situation, this preparation with greatness. Industry full of fakeness, it's really up for the taking. See, life is what happened to you, more so how you take it. Don't get stripped of your knowledge and mentally leave you naked. I like to live otherwise. I'm sorry that I'm fresh to death. I put the polo and apologize. See, black son, we ain't nothing like the mother guys. Quit to socialize, we organize, then we mobilize. Off the deep end like a scuba diver. And no confusion, just keep it pushing like Uber drivers. Woo! Business fresh just like a supervisor in a Gucci visor. Can't find a smoother rhymer. You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. You talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, limo jet flying. We Ric Flairing on them niggas. We Ric Flairing on them niggas.
Yeah, DQ baby. Shout out that boy Nigga for that fire track. Hey, Black Sun, sun up. What's up, Vinny Vegas? What in Vegas? Yeah. Shout out Pharaoh's Kids, D-Face, yeah, Bubba C, yeah, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing on them, Ric Flairing, son up, baby.
Yo, DJ.
Are you done mixing yet?
You're deep.
Took the blame.
I know you gonna dig this.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
Hey, I wish I had my phone to go run that
Crazy for this one.
You gonna run that back one more time. This is the new theme song. Let me know in the comments what you feel below. I'm telling you, this is the new.
I know you gonna dig this.
Let me know in the comments below.
Hey, yo, Scotty, you going crazy for this one. We see what you're doing, we salute you. Hey, let's get it started. It's backpack, capital one. What's in your wallet? Got a call from my man A. Scott. I said I got it. Love that you highlighting all of these black colleges. Try to pay me for doing this. Look, bruh, if you don't get off my line with that foolishness, voice of the swag, pull up where you at, no cap. If the Brody is speaking the soft facts, my advice, tune in to every show. Captain Petty, but we know that the sergeant is with the smoke. Speculate, just tell me what is we doing. Get into it, okay, look, I'ma say this and keep it moving. My boy Scotty, man, he off of the leash. Black grad, paying college, I'm glad that he called me. Walk it, cause we all been taught that talk is cheap. Even primetime knows Scott for the HBCU streets.
Woo! Let's go. Listen, that is the new theme song for Offscript. Now, shout out to my man, backpack poet Cliff Boy. We served together in the military. My man is talented with the words. He is a bar machine. Do you feel me? All right. So listen, I know a lot of people love the, King, believe I am. Listen, that was my thing. That was my jank. I started getting copyrights from YouTube. My homie who owns the record label, I told him appreciate it for as long as I could use it. But you know what I'm saying? He needs to get paid just like I got to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So I hit my boy up, Cliff, told him, look, bro, this is what I'm trying to do. He said, I got you. Say less. My man came through with the new intro song. So trust me, that is the new intro song for the show. Now, you already know why you're here. Listen, I'm traveling today, all right? I'm in Atlanta, and I got the news while I was in Atlanta that my man Quincy Casey went to Alabama A&M. Went to Alabama A&M. First off, let me get to these comments in the section real quick. Let me get to the comments in these sections. I got a lot of people. Dejan's up in here. What's up, Dave? What's up, Nugget? Reggie, appreciate you. Let's go. Zay's up in here. Appreciate you, Zay, for tuning in, my guy. Who else we got up in here? Jeremy, appreciate you. Kwame Brown. That's the hotness right here. Mari, appreciate you for being in. Jay Memphis, that is not me. That's my homeboy, Cliff Boy. Find him on IG at backpack_poet. That's my man right there. Appreciate you. Light On's up in here. Jelly Fam's up in here. Tank, Tyra, I'm so sorry. Love it. Thank you so much. All right, listen. Let's get into it. Now, you thought it was a game. I'm ready. I'm ready now. So listen. Hey, what's up, Keontae? Appreciate it, Amari. Let's go. Now, listen. First and foremost, you watching Offscript Live. All right? I'm your boy, Scotty. You ain't never seen me before. You ain't in the know. Voice of the SWAC. Holla at me. You see the bottom. Voice of the SWAC. All right? So listen. First and foremost, I got to bring up Captain Petty out. Like in the intro song, you know my slogan, Captain Petty. Sergeant Smoke. So first and foremost, I have to call. Listen, I keep all receipts. You think when you be saying stuff online that I'm not coming? I'm coming. And you disrespecting my man Quincy Casey. I'm gonna get to all the haters later. But I definitely got some people I gotta call out first and foremost before I get this going. Appreciate you with the super chat, my guy. Thank you. Let's get it. All right. First and foremost, because these dudes is clowns. All right. I'm calling it now. And if you don't like me, I don't care. I'm calling it like I sees it. You call him my man. Let me get this right. I'm gonna take the banners off. I want you to read this. He will be on the bench hot when he get thrashed for the next few years. Enjoy your time in Hunts, Vegas. Clown. First of all, many people transfer to sit because either one or two things is going to happen. You're either feeling you can compete for the starting job or the guy who has the starting job is leaving. Quincy Casey's in the latter. Akil only has one more year. There is no competition. When you feel you're that guy, there is no competition. All right. So he's going to learn behind Akil. He's going to learn from that guy, Connell Maynard. Woo! Mr. Ric Flair himself, incarnated. And he's going to learn. Let me get to the next guy down here. Won't see in the field. They have a QB sitting. That's really good. These MFers dumb. No, my guy, you're a clown if you don't think my man Quincy Casey. First of all, my man is the only person on the roster other than Akil that has game experience. The same experience where my man threw for 4 tubs and over 300 yards in a short week. Not even, check this, not even getting snaps with the ones. Sit on that. Like we say in the military, sit on it, spit on that. You know what I'm saying? So these two dudes right here, first of all, they clowns. These two dudes right here, they clowns. They don't even know what they're talking about, but they all talking. I wish I had more time to go through all the SWAC Sports Central people and start screenshotting all that. I get it all. Don't think just because you're on Facebook that I'm not going to come for you. I'm coming for everybody with the smoke. Don't disrespect my man. You know what I'm saying? Don't disrespect. I listen. Come on, man. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Let me see what else I got up here. Oh, it don't stop. I got some good stuff though too. See, you know, I'm with everybody. I'm with everybody. I'm not here just to hate. I got some people who know what they talking about. Shout out to my man Reuben Hogan right here. Let me take this banner down real quick so y'all can read this. He says, "I'll tell you what, he in the right system." That's a Southern fan saying that. He said, "I'll tell you what, he in the right system." I got J. Murray says, "I'm tickled at this post." A&M like, "Congrats, welcome to the hill." Like, how is that controversial? Either way, it's a win-win. Gets to be coached and mentored by Jason May and Akil Glass. Listen, Shador is only basing his stuff off high school. He has not played a single down in college, and y'all Bamas from JSU be riding him like he's Joe Montana. You've already said he's better than Quincy. How? Quincy is the only one that's proved it on the field. All that practice stuff don't mean jack squat. My man Quincy went out with the backup offensive line. The same offense that you see is you see what Deion is bringing in. That's not gonna be the same team in the spring. Are you kidding me? Quincy went out there, threw for 300 yards, 4 tubs with the backup offensive lineman, the same offensive lineman that everybody wanted to say was trash. Oh, they couldn't block their way out of a wet paper bag. They couldn't do this. They couldn't stop a nosebleed. My man Quincy, all he did was drop back for 350 and 4 tubs. That's all he did. That's all he did. Went out there, no excuses, and threw for 350 with 4 tubs. But somehow he's not better than Shador because Shador has this all-world high school record. What, 3-time state champion in a 2A, 3A conference? He didn't play at 6A with Allen, with Kyler Murray. He didn't play in DeSoto with Duncanville. He didn't play Katy from Houston. He didn't play none of them teams. If you're from Texas, you know what I'm talking about. If you're from the Dallas area, you know them boys are not the ones, Skyline, Dallas Carter. He ain't play none of them teams. But y'all listen. But I digress. I'm telling y'all all y'all JSU fans, listen. And I have always punched my ticket. I'm on the bandwagon, so don't get this misconstrued. But my objectivity is always going to be legit. You don't know what you have. You do not. Dion might know. It's his son. The coaches might know, but you don't know. Swag don't know what he is. It's different when you play in practice. It's different. Oh man, he got a red jersey on. He can't be hit. Don't hit my quarterback. Nah, fam, you ain't feeling that. Southern ain't feeling that. Alcorn ain't feeling that. Tennessee State ain't feeling that. They coming. Oh, this your king? This who you want? This your guy? Say less. Say less. Let me get to these comments. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. Shador, how do you know? How do you know Shador is the truth, Bernard Green? Has he played a snap, a down in SWAC football? He has not. You're drinking the Kool-Aid of a player you don't even know. That's like somebody saying to me, a college superstar is going to be the next Michael Jordan. You don't know that. You don't know that. He can either be Kwame Brown or he can be John Morant. You don't know. You don't know. But and then, oh man, I got more. Oh, it gets better. Oh, it gets better. Hold up. I ain't done yet. I got more for you. It don't stop here. Where we at? Where I'm at? Where I'm at. Shout out to Reggie and shout out to George G. They knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew I had to address this. It was say less. You knew it was coming. It was coming. I was coming out. This live show was destined. All right. This live show was destined. Now, while I have 105 people on here, let me tell you one thing. Breaking news. Quincy Casey gonna be on the show. Yes, Monday. Oh, my man Quincy Casey gonna be on the show. Taking calls. No, definitely not taking calls. Oh, my bad. Definitely taking questions and comments, and we're not taking calls. No, that's not. He won't be doing that. But he will be on the show. He'll be on the show. So that let's talk. But he'll be on the show. Say less. Why I got all y'all in here. Make sure you like the stream. And if you hating, don't like the stream. Just keep watching. Keep trolling. Be in the comments. I love it. Now let's get back to this. Let's get back to it. All right. Call lines is open. Call lines are open. Listen, I want all the smiggity smoke. If you have an inkling to say something today, you better call in. Because I'm shutting everybody down. I'm shutting Lolly, Dottie, everybody down. If you have a problem with this, you don't know football. And I'm saying it to every single one of you that said, oh, that's dumb. He don't want to compete. Call in and say that. Get out my comments and call in and say that. Because a real player goes to where he has a place to compete. A real player goes to a coach who's going to give him a chance. Simple as that. I don't care if any one of you guys has Shador Sanders as your son. Quincy wouldn't start over him, period. Quincy would not start over him. You know why? Because it's your son. It's your son. You think he's God's gift to the planet of football. Why would he have any chance to compete? Coach Maynard already knows who he's going in with the fall with. He got a kill. He good. He's sitting back like, oh, we gonna run it back part two. But what y'all fail to realize is he has to keep building. He has to keep growing. So what you do, you mentor Quincy Casey. You saw what he did to you. Skylar Perry couldn't even do that. So what we talking about? He did more with less. Skylar Perry has a better offensive line. Skylar Perry has a better offensive coordinator. Kitten Evans, he's legit. So he has a better play caller to put Skylar Perry in better positions. And Quincy Casey still went ham on them. And if the play calling was better in the second half and third quarter, JSU wins that game. If they don't put shackles on Quincy Casey, they win the game. if they don't call these dumb QB, these done sweeps and halfback, you ain't run a halfback screen since Grambling, but now you want to run it with Quincy Casey in the game? Man, miss me with that. They win that game. They win that game. And he's playing with a better defense overall. So what you talking about? What are we talking about? So I'm just saying, if worse come to worse, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me get to some of these comments because Bama's. Oh, I'm turned today. Oh, Nugget, you listen. You know who I'm with. Hey, Carter, you live? Don't be on here talking about foolishness. What's up? You live? Talk to me.
Hey, wait, what did you say? Don't be on here doing what?
Don't be on here with no foolishness, because I'm telling you, I'm with the shit today. I'm with the shit today.
Hey, you don't. Hey, look. Hey, hold on. You don't have to be with the shit, because guess what? Me and you both fucking called it. We both fucking called it. We literally said, what if Quincy Casey either commit to Alcorn or he go and be, a kill glass successor?
Come on, man.
I fucking called it.
Come on, man.
I called it. Well, JSU, the only thing I can say is you got your work cut out for you for the next 3 or 4 years. Sorry.
Listen,
because I feel like I'm gonna say this right now, and everybody can get mad. I feel like Casey gonna be better than Kill Glass.
Ooh,
that's all I'm saying.
Ooh, now listen. Okay, hold on. Listen, game recognized game, right? And every defender that's played against a Kill Glass always say he different. They say he different. They just say he different. Like, like when I'm talking about Jacoby Durant. I'm talking about Jalen Thigpen. Nugget, not really, because he ain't get thrown at. Nugget's in a different category. He's different.
Nugget, he always around the ball. He
different. He just different. But what I'm saying is the regular corners, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody else talks about Akil just being different. So I won't put Casey on that level. But what I will say is Quincy Casey, Shador head up with the same talent, same team. I'm taking Casey. 9 times out of 10, I'm taking Quincy Casey, because this is what people don't understand. Shador has the same offense he's ran all his high school. No quarterback coming into college rarely gets that set up for them like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, you walk into a system you already know. You walk into a system where you're audibles. You walk into a system that you go home and talk to your dad about every night. Y'all not talking football.
Yeah, nobody really has it like that. I mean, prime example, look at Justin Fields. He had to go to Ohio State and learn a whole nother damn offense. He went from learning the pro style offense to learn
spread,
band, going in the gun.
Yeah.
So no, you ain't wrong. You're right. You're right. And so, are you basically saying like you would take Quincy Casey with the JSU team that got all this talent going in
quickly, blindly
over the door,
blindly? Because the reason I would do that. Go ahead.
You're right. You're right. I will also, because look who got more playing time. In my opinion, look who got more playing time. Look who's actually, proving it. I'm not saying Shador ain't good, but Casey, like you said, and for all I've seen, he can make every throw.
He can make every throw.
He can make those NFL throws.
Come on, man. Talk about it. He can make the NFL throws. Listen, and listen, I'm not saying Shador is bad. I'm not saying that. Shador in his own self is a competent, skilled quarterback. What I'm saying is the game is slanted for him. It's slanted. He has all the advantages. I like this Nugget Island. I like that Nugget Island. He has all the advantages, right? So what I'm saying is that if you give them both the same thing, right? Because he didn't have what Shador is going to have. This would have been. I would have loved to see Shador with the spring team. That would have showed me if he's capable of making players better. Because it's great when you have all this talent around you. I can throw a 10-yard hitch to all these superstars that are coming in. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. Sure. My grandma can do that. Stevie Wonder can go 5 for 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just you have too much talent to not be good. You see what I'm saying? So I want to see a quarterback with less and see if he does more. That's where you truly see, like, if he's that guy. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. No, you Offscript. You've been right the whole time. I'm just laughing right now because it's like me and you. Nobody else said it, but me and you literally got on here and we said, "What if Quincy? What if Quentin Casey? You know, he going to be Kill Glass successor?" And we spoke it in existence, and I'm laughing about it because nobody else said it.
Now I want to be very clear, and I'm gonna have to let you go. I got another call online. Appreciate the call, though.
Yeah, you good?
All right,
no problem.
Now I want to be very clear. Quincy Casey had other offers. I talked to Quincy. He had Power 5 conferences coming for him. So I don't want y'all to think that the SWAC was all he had. Everybody in him, I'm not gonna call those teams out, but just know everybody in the SWAC pretty much wanted Quincy. He could have wrote a blank check anywhere. And you know Mississippi Valley State, you know what they was gonna do. They was gonna give him 2 Deltas, 2 AKAs. They was gonna rename the stadium after him. You know, they was bringing out all the stops. You know, have you seen He Got Game when they had him on the Jumbotron when, you know, Jesus Shuttleworth came in? They did all. Mississippi Valley State was going to pull out all the stops. You know what I'm saying? Probably had a Camaro sitting in the garage, you didn't hear that from me. Anyway, so you didn't hear that from me. But what I'm saying is he had Power 5 conferences coming down to come get my man. So let's not act like, oh, it was just the SWAC schools that were looking for him. No, he had Power 5 offers. Quincy didn't tell me this, but what I want is a revenge tour. I want a revenge tour. I don't care what y'all talking about. Listen, I'm here for headlines, man. I ain't ESPN. I ain't Washington Post. I ain't none of that. I ain't trying to be politically correct, but none of this. I want a revenge tour. I want to see on a big billboard Shedeur Sanders against Quincy Casey, Deion Sanders against Connell Maynard. This is strips of them, right? Under Armour against Nike. I just want it all. I want all headlines. I want all the headlines. You feel me what I'm saying? So listen. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. All right. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
All right, Scott. It's Serve Music.
Talk to me, sir.
Let's just say this. They fucked up. You know that, right?
Talk to me. Tell me why.
All right, it's 2 things I want to say. We're going to keep the second part short because I don't want to take away from Quincy Casey. But his confidence is at an all-time sky high. Like, we are super, super deep at QB. And if he feel like he could just go in there and take the spot, you know he got business to handle if he do that. And honestly, I know you're going to get a bunch of people hating on his decision coming on here later, but you got to understand, with him believing in himself like that, that was honestly the best move he could possibly make.
Facts.
Obviously, he want to win because we win. We beat JSU all the time. We'll just throw that out there. Obviously, he want to win. It's a great QB system where he's going to get the opportunity, to grow and progress as a passer. And your previous caller, he said something that he said people going to be mad at him about, but he was right. Quincy is going to be playing at the level of Kill is playing at. I say by the second year, and I'm going to tell y'all why. I've been at A&M. I was a freshman at A&M in 2015, and that was when we had garbage coach Spady back then. But the system had to grow, and Akil, he was in the system. He wasn't in the system when it was, at the level it is now. But Quincy is coming into the system that's already set up, if you get what I mean. So he's going to be able to, get in there and, do what he do.
Facts. And listen, I just forgot. He is a redshirt freshman. So this year is pretty much a wash. That COVID, that was practice. You know what I'm saying? That was preseason. So he's coming in with Abdul. I think Zay has one more year. I hope he has 2. I think Juice has one more year. So those 2 might be leaving. But you still got Abdul and you still got Hilaire. And Connell Maynard is the king of walk-on receivers. So he going to find somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's going to be big time.
Yeah, it's about to go up.
It's about to go up. What backup quarterback has headlines
like this? Part 2. I'm going to keep this short because I don't want to take away from Quincy. But if you're an A&M fan, coaching staff, recruiter, anybody, what the fuck are we doing? Bro, we supposed to be recruiting DBs. I'm going to just say that, and then I'm going to get up off here. We're supposed to be recruiting DBs. I don't know why we're recruiting QBs right now.
Yeah.
But that's it.
I appreciate you, my guy.
All right.
Ooh, wait, listen. Listen, it's not a game out here. A lot of people in the comments, but they scared to call in. I know you ain't working on Sunday. And if you're working on Sunday, you need to leave that job. Working on weekends, first of all, is against my religion. We'll just say that. That is against my religion. And second of all, if you are working on a Sunday, something is wrong with you. You all have been waiting for this show. I don't want to hear. Listen, when I post this video, the last thing I want to see is people commenting underneath this video when I do a freaking live call-in show. That's what I don't understand. You guys be Twitter fingering the mess in these comments, but don't have no smoke to give on the phone. And I'm talking, that's who else in here? Bernard Green. Who else said something? Who else said, who EA probably? Who else in here talking smack? Let me read these comments. Yeah, all y'all. And you see the calling number, it's as golden and as bright as I had my designer make it. And y'all still too scared. But listen, at the end of the day, this is the key for all of it. Quincy Casey is in a mentorship program right now. All right. Shador has to come in and succeed. There's no inside pressure for Shador because at the end of the day, his dad owns JSU. His dad is JSU. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So there's no inside pressure. There's more external pressure for him to succeed because everybody has these expectations. Oh my God, we got Shador. Oh my God, Shador is here. We're going to the promised land. Listen, if you don't win the SWAC championship, it's a bust. I put that on everything. I'm putting it on wax. If JSU, first of all, I am a JSU bandwagon. So I'm saying this with a ticket in hand. Understand, all right? I have a ticket in hand, all right? So if JSU does not win the SWAC championship the first year, it's a bust. It's a bust. It is a bust. If Deion Sanders does win, the SWAC the first year, the SWAC is going to be named DSCA, the Deion Sanders Conference Association. It's going to be named, DSAC, Deion Sanders Athletic Conference. That's what it's going to be called because he's just going to run through everything. He's just literally going to run through everything. DSAC, and don't steal my stuff. I'm about to get a trademark. Stop playing. DSAC, Deion Sanders Athletic Conference. If Deion runs through the SWAC this year, it's over. It is over. Everybody and their mama is going to go to Jackson State. Listen, Power 5 kids going to be going to Jackson State. Listen, baby's going to sign its letter of intents coming out the womb to go to Jackson State because Deion Sanders is there. It's just that simple. If y'all let Deion Sanders run through the SWAC, it's going to be called DSAC, Deion Sanders Athletic Conference. Ain't going to be no history about Eddie Robinson. Ain't going to be no history about Pete Richardson. Ain't going to be none of that. It's going to be, they're just going to change the name. It's going to have a star, DSAC. And then just all of Deion's accomplishments. It's going to be, listen, this is going to be marketing for Deion. Because I said, y'all ain't going to have no choice. Y'all ain't going to have no choice. Listen, he's marketing. So if you let Deion Sanders win the conference and walk into a room, that's what it is. So my thing is this, if Shador knows that, knowing he has no pressure, knowing he was going to get this, listen, what high school coach knows he's going to walk into a, Trevor Lawrence had to sit his first year. Are we serious? Trevor Lawrence, the first overall pick, had to sit as a freshman until Brian Kelly messed up, and then he got his opportunity. He even had to sit. So what are we talking about? You don't think Shador? There's no, if an idiot on here calls in my show and says Quincy Casey did not want to compete, you're stupid. Quincy Casey went to Jackson State before Deion Sanders was even there. He committed to Jackson State before that. He was starting the Bethune-Cookman game and got knocked out. The only reason Jalen Jones even started over Quincy Casey is because my man had COVID. A pandemic disease. That's the only reason. That tells me something. My man needed a pandemic disease to go to the bench against Jalen Jones. What are we talking about? So what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, Quincy Casey is willing to fight for any position because he believes in his talent. He believes in his arm. He believes in his talent. But when your dad is the CEO, CFO, the marketing department, the HR resources, the field general, the field linesman, the equipment manager. If he's everything, you don't got a chance. You do not have a chance. Hey, caller, you live.
Yeah, this Derek calling out of Jackson, Mississippi.
What's up, Derek? Talk to me.
What's up, big dog? I just have a question for you, bro. I hear you saying if Deion win the SWAC is gonna be the Deion conference.
Yep.
My thing is, bro, do you really think Deion gonna stay in the SWAC if he win?
If I think he's gonna stay there as long as his son's there. That's my honest to God truth. I think they're gonna kind of make it a package deal type thing to where as long as Shador's there and they're winning championships, they're gonna do what he do because he knows what he has in his son. Recruiting quarterbacks is not easy. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying I really believe it's a package deal. Now, if Shador goes to the league or Shador does what he does and he stays, to me that builds Deion Sanders' legacy even bigger because now you're building something new with a completely different guy, completely different quarterback. But this is my thing though. It's hard to recruit great quarterbacks if they don't feel they can have a chance to compete. You see what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
If I next year, right? If I'm a Power 5, if I'm a 4-star, 5-star quarterback, and I'm like, man, I really want to go to Jackson State to be with Deion. In my back of my head, I'm gonna say I won't have a chance because Shador.
That's true. But at the same time, though, see, I got a prediction.
Talk to me.
My thing is Deion. He going to Florida State, bro. And I think Shador gonna transfer with him because if you win on the SWAC,
man,
then you go to Florida State.
You can't do that at Florida State.
You up the draft stock playing at that type of competition. You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen. Florida State would riot if he did that.
Look what you got in Florida. Look what you got at Florida State right now, Mike Norvell.
No, I agree. I think people would love Deion Sanders. People would love Deion Sanders for coming to Florida State because they know it's going to come with marketing. Players are just listen. Deion is going to get every Power 5 corner possible if he went to Florida State.
That's what I'm telling you. That's what's going to happen, bro. I'm telling you. Jackson State is an audition for Deion. He's not going to come out and say that because he's trying to get picks right now. It is an audition for him, but he couldn't go to Florida State off top because he didn't have the college coaching experience.
Yeah.
So we're going to bring you to Jackson State to get your experience up so everybody, like you say, the haters can't say nothing. You got a little experience under your belt. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. That's big facts. So, you know what? I'm not going to lie. It would really hurt me if he did that. I know Deion don't owe me nothing, but that would really
sometimes I be seeing you jot down little notes in your notebook, write that prediction down, bro. It's already wrote.
I'm telling you now. I definitely got you. You know, I keep my notebook on deck. So
Shadur whole thing is to go to the NFL, and as you see, this last draft, bro, did no SWAC players get drafted.
Mm-hmm. And at the same time, so, I looked at the preseason top 50 quarterbacks. Akil Glass is not even on that.
That's true. But don't you think? I'm saying for the upside as Shadur, would you say he's the best quarterback? I'm not performance wise, but for everybody looking at him, do you say he's the best quarterback in the SWAC right now?
No, not even. And the reason is because I don't think he has the same anticipation skills of Akil. And I'm taking Akil in Glass. I'm taking Akil in his own like pocket. I'm telling you, players, the biggest compliment you can get as a quarterback is when defense players say you different. And I'm not talking about like no regular schmegular players. I'm talking about the Kobe Durant, one of the top corners in the MEAC. I'm talking about Thigpen, one of the top corners in the SWAC. They all, and these are dogs. These ain't no, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, he's different. Like, the only reason Nugget don't say that because he's like, bro, you didn't even try me. Like, you don't disrespect. You didn't try me. But, you know what I'm saying? But the other ones who he tried, he like, yo, he's different. And the Kobe got 3 picks on him. You know what I'm saying? So he still feels that man is different. So there's just something about Akil. To me, until Shador gets it from his peers, outside of his own team, outside of the JSU fans, when, you know, Southern corners be like, yo, man, hey, Shador different, bro. You know, like, then I'm like, okay, there might be something there. But until then, I'm not giving it to him.
Yeah, So you got to work for it.
You got to work for it. I'm not. Listen, I ain't about to give you nothing. The reason I'm on the Quincy bandwagon so hard is because I've seen what he has done. The reason I can jump on the Nugget bandwagon is because I've seen what he's done. The reason I can jump on the Thick Pin bandwagon is I've seen they have competed at the highest levels. What Shador is coming from high school. What?
So let me ask you this. So if you were the head coach at Jackson State, would you sit Shador down for another year and would have started Quincy?
I would have. This is what I would have done. I'm looking at them both the same. And FAMU would have been my audition. FAMU, I would have been okay with taking the loss at FAMU for the show me whose team it is. That's what I would have told them off rip. I'm like, y'all both are going to get the opportunity. Y'all both are going to do what it is. Show me whose team it is. And I'll take the loss for FAMU. I'll take it. You know what I'm saying? Because I got to know what I have, and I want to know who's going to go up. Because you look real good in practice. Everybody looks good in practice. Like Allen Iverson, we talking about practice, man. We ain't talking about a game. We talking about practice, man. You know what I'm saying? So everybody looks good. So to me, go earn it. Go earn it. You know what I'm saying? Show me against FAMU. If you got to drive and you doing this and you do it, go show me. Somebody would have had to step up for me just to be like, oh, it's Shador's job. Everybody, when Shador touched down, everybody knew he was QB1. Like, come on. That is not how football is played.
Exactly. You got a lot of motherfuckers come. Well, my bad for Kurt. No, but you got a lot of supposedly great quarterbacks come out of high school and get to college and it's over with. So I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, appreciate the call, my guy. I'm definitely writing that down. 2 years. If you win the championship, you gone in 2 years.
Write it down, bro. Take my number and call me when it happens, because it's gonna happen.
All right, let me take this junk down real quick. Hold on. Put it in my notes. I'm gonna text you after.
Bet.
All right, hold on. Don't hang up yet. All right, got you locked in.
Bet, my dog. Keep up the good work, bro.
All right, appreciate you, my guy.
You bet it.
Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Scotty.
Talk to me.
It's Real J.
What's up?
All of the comments.
What's up?
Come on, man. You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing ain't right.
What do you mean what I'm doing ain't right?
Man, let me tell you something. Regardless if Shador the better quarterback or not, at this point, it's not going to even matter. You know why? Because you tarnished all that. You know how you done that? By saying that Deion playing daddy ball and Quincy is the better quarterback. So now, if he ball out or not, that stigma is on him that it wasn't fair.
Listen, my guy. And Will, listen real quick.
Oh, you Cowboys fan, right?
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right.
I'm gonna prove a point to you. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Then finish then. Go finish your point then. Finish your point.
You looking at Quincy's one game. I've never seen anybody do that in life. But hey, check this out. You remember Cowboys in 1994? Jason Garrett was a third string quarterback.
Thanksgiving game.
He got in.
Thanksgiving game.
Yeah. What did he do? He threw 311 yards, 2 TDs. After that, he did nothing. My brother played quarterback, second string. His first game when he got in, their quarterback went down. He threw almost 300 yards. After that, he did nothing. You can't judge one game, man.
Okay, can you judge no game?
And I follow Shador.
Hey, whoa. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. Can you judge no games? Tell me that. Can you judge no games?
But you can judge practice.
You can judge practice? You can judge practice. So, okay. Tell me, wait, Will, I'm going to ask you a question. Wait, I'm going to ask you a question.
I'm a grown man.
Wait, Will, I'm going to ask you a question. So, how can I judge something when you already know the playbook? You already know the playbook. How am I judging you?
Just like Deion told you in the interview, bro. Y'all don't see it. We see it. You see it one game, man. But you're killing this boy. He's a child, first of all. You kill him before he even started, man. And you know you got a lot of followers. They're gonna see, oh, he already stacked. He knew the playbook. That boy come in, he come in and set all kind of records, but he's still gonna get crushed by that shit.
Listen, Will.
That's just my point, man.
No, and I agree. Listen, you have the right to your listen. I'm not knocking your point. I'm just saying you have to look at perception in life. It's not just what you want it to be. It's what it's looked at. All right. Soon
because I play football, I know you play. That's what starting spots are, and I know about the practice.
I'll let you speak, my guy.
Starting spots are one in practice.
I'll let you speak, my guy. Hold up. All right, now chill. You real emotional right now. Relax. All right. So what I'm saying,
you know what, man? I listened as long as I could, bro. I said, man, fuck this. This ain't right. It ain't right, man. It ain't right. Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting me speak on my own show. All right. So listen. So my thing is this, Will. At the end of the day, the perception as soon as Dion and Shador changed his commitment from FAU to Jackson State, every quarterback in that room should have known off the rip because everybody else knew that Shador was going to be the guy. Shador was going to be the guy. At the time, he was the biggest 4-star recruit that has come. He was the biggest recruit that ever came through Jackson State. If you think he was going to sit on a bench, you are dumb as rocks. So that's my thing. Secondly, you're bringing the same system that he did in high school to college. What other quarterback leaving high school coming into college gets those opportunities? That's number two. So now you already have an advantage over Quincy, over Jalen, because you know the offense. And at the end of the day, what does a coach always say? Can I trust you? Can I trust you? Go ahead, Will.
But you ever heard the saying, if you do what you always do, you get what you always done. It's time for something new, man. Jackson State been losing. They need a 4-star to come in there. If you got to trust the freshman, roll with them. You ever heard the Fab Five? They're always freshmen. You know what I'm saying? I think Shador's going to be special. That's just my take on it. And write it down. You heard it here with me. I think he's going to be special.
Listen.
I think he's going to be better than Quill Glad.
Who? Quincy?
No, Shador.
Oh, Shador. Okay, so let me ask you this. If you give Shador, I'm comparing players from the NFL to what I think he's going to have in the fall, right? If you give Shador a mini Randy Moss, a mini DK Metcalf, a mini who's a good slot receiver, a mini Wes Welker or Tyreek Hill, a mini Wes Welker. I'll do Wes Welker, a mini Wes Welker, and then a mini Justin Jefferson. Yeah. How is he not going to be successful, my guy? How is he not going to be successful?
But that's the thing. That's what recruiting does. It brings in the best player, but you still can't knock him. He still got to get the ball to him. Look at. I prime example. What's the boy name? Baker Mayfield had Odell Beckham and Jarvis Landry. What he was doing at first, even though he had all that talent on the side, he couldn't get the ball to him because he was subpar. So it still takes a quarterback, even though you got these beasts. You think he was subpar? Listen,
Will. Do you think he was subpar in practice or subpar in the game? Huh? Answer that.
I say both.
You think he was subpar in practice, my guy? You think he was subpar in practice?
Yeah. Look at Jones with the Jalen Jones. Look how many times ball was open, he overthrew that guy. Or underthrew that guy.
Who?
Jalen Jones.
That's Jalen.
That's proving my point. You still got to have the quarterback, even though you have these weapons. So by Shador having these weapons, it means nothing if he can't throw. Am I right or wrong?
Will, if you're a quarterback, of course you can throw. That is the most asinine statement you done said on here, other than being emotional. If you're a quarterback, you can throw. If you're talking about accuracy, it's going to be accurate. The biggest things to be a next level quarterback is accuracy, anticipation. I don't know if you have anticipation. I don't know how its accuracy will look. But if you already know the playbook, answer me this. And I need to know your football IQ for a minute. If you know the playbook, if I give you a playbook and you know like the back of your hand, are you able to call audibles when you feel like it? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't know the playbook as well as you're supposed to, because it's a new playbook, are you allowed to call audibles? Yes or no?
No, you're not.
Okay. So the benefit
So let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Do you think they're using the same high school playbook? Do you really think that?
I think it's. I think the base. Yes. I think the base of it is simple. Yes, I do. I believe the base of it is a spread offense that he feel comfortable doing. I truly believe that because he ran the spread in high school. So all you're doing, you might change the lingo, you might change, the players and the formation, but the concepts are still the same. How to check what the read is out, what formations are the same. Okay, listen. This is one thing I'm gonna have to let you go because I got a couple callers on. The big thing that you're gonna help Shador is when he sees something, if he sees that, okay, I got this guy going in motion, it's man. Okay, I got a man beater on the left. I got a cover 3 beater on the right. Okay, I know that such and such can beat this linebacker. Okay, I'm going to go with my man beater because he knows the offense like that. Or he's going to say, okay, I got man over here. I got cover 3 over here. Okay, I got a cover 2 beater over here, so that won't work. Check. Hey, and he gives. That's what happens when you're that guy and you know the playbook that well. You have the advantages. It's not listen, arm for arm. Shador's not. Excuse my French. Shador is not fucking with Quincy in his arm strength. I don't care what you're talking about. Arm for arm.
But have you seen it?
Have you seen it?
But that's the point. We don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I've seen Quincy make NFL throws. I'm telling you now. I don't care what you're talking about. I'm telling you now. Quincy Shador ain't fucking with Quincy's arm. Period. Appreciate the call, my guy.
But you don't know that. You don't know that, Scotty.
Hey, calling you live.
What up?
What's up? Talk to me. What's your name? Where you calling from?
And it's Justin Smash Time Production side.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Smash?
Cooler, man. I was on. I said, let me call you real quick. Bro, you have a great point. A great point. So I never even thought about it like that. Like, Shador knows the playbook like the back of his hand. Feel me? Like, and I commend Shador for this shit coming in, you know what I'm saying, knowing he wasn't going to be able to do his thing, you know what I'm saying, sitting back and waiting his turn. Granted, if you don't think he was going to be a starting quarterback at Jackson State, you stupid than a blind fool, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude, no, for real, that was common sense. I even think that probably was a package there to get Deion. Okay, Deion, I got one of the top quarterbacks in the country, and I'm Deion Sanders. You'll be a fool not to let me come to Jackson State and be the coach. So
talk about it, Smash.
That's what I'm looking for that too, because you just made me realize how much harder I'm about to grade Jackson State, because not only do he know the playbook already, so he get a chance to work with the team on other stuff. So I get a chance to work with my receivers. Okay, this is how this play go right here, right?
Yeah.
So if it don't work, I'm gonna check out of this, and this is what I'm gonna do. He don't have to worry about learning the plays. He worrying about other stuff, situational stuff, and that's a big advantage. Let me tell you what else I'm looking forward to. So now we know that Casey I don't think he's gonna be able to play at Alabama A&M next year. He just knew he went in knowing he's gonna be able to sit in. That's going to be one hell of a revenge game the next year he puts.
Talk about it.
That's going to be one. Huh?
I said, talk about it.
That's going to be one hell of a revenge game. Now, I ain't going to say revenge game because he should be like getting thankful for the opportunity that they gave him, because it would have been interesting if Jackson State would have won the SWAC this year.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of shootout they was going to make on paper for him and for Casey and Shador to get that starting quarterback spot. Because if he won the SWAC championship this year, if he would have won it, that'd have been an eye changer. But the fact that he went to the reigning SWAC champions, oh man, this is some good football right here, guys.
It is. It's Smash. Listen, it is at the core of it, right? So this is my thing. Kids just want to know they got a fair shot. Like, that's all kids want to know. Like, did you give me a fair chance? And if I'm being honest, I don't think Quincy ever got a fair chance. Now, do I think he put his best foot forward against that Alabama A&M game? Yes, he had to. Because if you don't come out and do work, you don't get a chance to go to Alabama A&M. You don't have other Power 5 conferences coming to holler at you because of your one tape, because of that one game you had. So all the pressure was on him to come in and show out, knowing he had a bad offensive line, knowing that they were on a losing streak, knowing they're going against one of the hottest teams coming in with the best quarterback. Like, you had all this internal pressure. What internal pressure does Shador have? Listen, that man can throw 3 picks one game and no, I'm good. Who is his backup? Who is his backup? Like, come on.
I got one better for you.
Go ahead,
I got one better for you. I was at the Grambling State versus Jackson State game. I was there in person. I couldn't miss Dion's first game as a SWAC coach. I was there. Bro, like I'm gonna make this statement. I never seen them play like they played Grambling the rest of the season. I don't want to say that was the best they had that game because Grambling was good. I personally think that Jackson State just hurt Grambling's game, hurt Grambling's team. A lot of players got hurt, and it was trickled the whole season. You know, so that's my personal opinion from me being there at that game, watching it. And they lost their game on the damn what was it? Fumbled on the 1 yard or something like that. It was something stupid. They lost it barely. They barely won that game. You got to also remember. Quentin Casey, now that he knows how Dion not gonna switch up in 2 years. He ain't gonna switch like his coaching style, or even they probably introduced some of that playbook or that system to that team. Mm-hmm. And Quentin Casey knows that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So not only is he prepared to, like work against that, he can help behind the scenes now. Or when they run this how they run that. Y'all not thinking like that just because he on the bench and waiting his shot. That don't mean he can't be effective to the team.
Yeah.
Y'all better think football here. Y'all better think football. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. I'm ready, man. Listen, to me, if me, I'm Captain Petty Sergeant Smoke. So if I was Quincy, I want that smoke. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not taking away from none of the players from JSU. They're all dogs. Like Quincy knows what he's going to be going up against. You know what I'm saying? When he starts next year, you're going to see Nugget. You're going to see Bowden. You're going to see Shiloh. You're going to see Miller. You're going to see the Antonio Evans kid. You're going to see all these kids. Like, so you know, and you probably going to dap them up before the game. But look, and like I said, if I was Quincy Casey, I'm for the smoke. I'm going to Nugget. Like, bro, I don't care how good you is. I'm throwing at your ass today. I'm throwing at you because I'm telling. Come on. I'm telling my defensive line. You see the starting right tackle right here. He's not like that. This is his weakness. Go beat him right there. It's so much stuff that you can do. Now, me personally, if I was quitting, I'd have went to someone like the Great Study University. You know what I'm saying? I'd have went somewhere where I can beat them on the biggest stage in HBCU football, the Boombox Classic. And somebody might argue with that. Like, you have the Southern Heritage Classic and the Florida Classic, but ain't nothing like the Boombox, bro. I went to a school that the rivalry is just big because A&M is smart because it's hard for a SWAC team to get a damn good quarterback, and that was smart on their part. You know what I'm saying? Planning for the future. You know what I'm saying? So that was damn smart. But I went somewhere. I wouldn't have went to A&M, bro. I'd have probably went to like either Grambling, believe it or not, or Southern. One of the two teams that I know for sure could do it to him on the biggest stage. Shit. And another thing that we sleeping on that Dex doesn't worry about, Samuel Bethune-Cookman.
Facts.
Florida boys.
Facts. Them Florida boys ain't no, they different. But hey, Smash, let me say and this is for everybody listen. So I'm cool with Quincy's brother, right? So I've talked to Quincy's brother and he just asked me for my opinion. He was like, yo, if it was you, what would you do? And I said, look, I would look to go Power 5. I said, now, unless a school in the SWAC was like, it was either going to be, I told him, I said, for me, I said it would either be Southern or Alabama A&M or UAPB because I like Kitten Evans as the offensive coordinator. I feel he's amazing. He's a great, great offensive coordinator. But I said, if it's Southern, I don't feel I have the receivers to compete. I'm not, and that's just me. Like I would say, I would need some receivers.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be protected. Oh, ain't nobody and their mama gonna touch me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna be able to run the ball, and I'm gonna be protected. But I need the receivers. And with Alabama A&M, I think I'm gonna have the receivers and the offensive-minded coaches to put me in the right position. If it wasn't them two, I'm gone. Like I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm out the Power 5 because it's either a revenge tour with some dogs, or I'm getting out the Power 5. I'm getting out the conference and going Power 5. That would be my thing.
And then at the same time, let's not be crazy. We got to think, bro. I'm sure Alabama A&M rolled the red carpet off for this guy. I'm sure they rolled it. We just won the SWAC championship, right? And the only team that we technically really had to worry about, the only team that we really, really had to worry about Well, that on our side of the bracket was Jackson State. You feel me? Like that's the team that we got the former quarterback. You think that he's not about to like really like help them out all kind of ways, bro? This cornerback is not like that. I played against him at practice. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I ran over him at training camp. It's so like I don't know if y'all think football. I don't know. Some of your followers on here, they saying some good stuff, but the ones who don't see your point and your logic, bro, is like, what in the hell? Shador has had the silver spoon. Shador have a coach at home. When he goes home, he's going home back to the same offense I just left at practice. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. What quarterback has that benefit? When you go home and you watching film with your head coach, who is your dad? Hey, son.
I'm gonna do you one better.
Go ahead.
If Shador, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get off here. What's gonna be the conversation if Shador don't make it to the NFL?
Ooh.
Now, on top of that, ask yourself, what schools was recruiting Shador before this Jackson State situation?
Listen, now,
was it Alabama?
Listen, everybody says Alabama was recruiting him. I'm not gonna lie to you. Everybody and their mama, if anybody who is a big time Shador fan is gonna jump in the comments and say, well, Shador was getting recruited by Alabama and he was getting recruited by. Listen, I don't know that for facts or whatever. And you know they love to say he worked out with Tom Brady, all that. Yeah, all that. Okay, that's cool, that's great. But at the end of the day, show up. But see, the thing to me is I wanted to see Shador with what Quincy was working with. If Shador would have came out and balled out the same way Quincy had when he had the same team, then I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, this might be something. But you gonna have a totally revamped team. You gonna have the You gonna have the Monstars of team for the SWAC. If you don't win the SWAC championship, it's a failure. I don't care what nobody says. It's a failure if you do not win the SWAC championship. Period.
And let me tell you one thing about the SWAC. A lot of people, these new SWAC fans, you know what I'm saying, bro. The SWAC is just, let's say, in communication wise, the SWAC is just a bigger high school. Let me tell you why. It's no disrespect. Players know each other. We know each other. We probably went to the same high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It is more than just the talent on this field. You know what I'm saying? It's because we actually know each other. We probably came from the same JUCO, and we was the best two at our JUCO. You went to that school because they rolled the red carpet out for you. I went to this school otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's stuff that's in the SWAC, dog. That's why I like SWAC football. That's really. If like the band, for example, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a whole different atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? When you add that, they playing, you can't hear. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff that goes into this. But we all are rooting for Shador. That's one thing we don't want. I'm rooting for Shador because I want to see him excel, especially with this Monster team. You know what I'm saying? That he's gonna have. It's just the fact that Quentin Casey is on a revenge tour, and I want to see him win as well. So what it's gonna be, I don't know, Doc. But I definitely see what you're talking about. If they don't win SWAC next year, it's gonna be I don't know, Jackson State. What y'all gonna know? You got the best everything. You got the greatest NFL player of all time coaching you, and you got his son as the quarterback. Come on, man. I still can't win SWAC. Stop.
All right, Smash. Appreciate you, my guy.
All right, bet.
All right. Hey, that was Smash Time Productions. Y'all make sure y'all go to his YouTube channel and check him out, man. He is what it is when it comes to band YouTube. He is the guy with the master plan. He's going to be on here Tuesday. He's going to teach me some things about the band and maybe teach me some things about the Southern Powerhouse. All right, the powerhouse of Southern, okay? Let's get to these callers. I got a lot, so, hey, let's go. You live. Talk to me.
Hey, man, what's going on? It's CJ from the Bull City, bro.
Talk to me.
This might be a little different, but I was going to say, who wouldn't give up the quarterbacks that was already there to bring in a Deion Sanders? If he only wanted one position, which is the quarterback, I'm giving it up because look what he's bringing. Also, I would have taken Quincy and maybe brought him to FAU. Like, hey, I know I took my son, but this guy right here is just as good, maybe even better, because you can't deny his arm strength. You can't.
Facts.
So. And then that's some business. On the business side, it's like maybe you can get them to come to you in Jackson State to play. One of the hardest things it seemed like HBCUs to get these white schools to bring their teams to your programs, to your campus. That was going to bring a lot more video attention or things of that nature to continue to grow your program. Mm-hmm. Whether you win or lose, it's going to be a good game because they got enough talent now, at least at Jackson State, to compete.
No, I feel you.
I don't know, I could be wrong.
No, I feel you. You know what I like, and this is why I like taking live calls because I love hearing people's perspective. I'm not here to push one narrative, and I love the fact that you said if I was Jackson State and I had a chance to give up Deion, I had a chance to get Deion, and all I gotta do is give up all my quarterbacks. Listen, I'll do that in a heartbeat. I don't care if it was Quincy Casey or not, because I know, I know what money comes with Deion. Man, I would give up the ranch. You said what? You said you wanted to be the dean of students too? All right, come on ahead, Deion. You know, it's like I'm giving him everything. If I'm Jackson State, I'm giving up everything. I'm signing my life away. I'm like, we'll just call it Jackson State Deion University. All right, cool. You know, like that's what I'm doing, like for real, because you know Deion is marketing and marketing is Deion. You know the resources he comes with is ridiculous. It's
absolutely, isn't it? Didn't he already bring like $200 million to that community already?
Come on. Oh, surplus.
Like, and they ain't even really won no games yet.
Surplus.
Like, imagine they start winning.
You know what I'm saying? And then you got he brings in his mantra, the I believe. He brings in the gear. You know, he brings in the swag, the whole, you know, he is coolness because everybody remembers Deion playing in the league and how cool he was and how everybody wanted to be like him. So it's like, okay, now you got kids. You got kids' fathers like, bro, Deion just called you. What are you smoking, boy? You better go down there to Jackson State. I want to meet Deion too. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's about, man. Yeah. It's just, oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying? It'll be dumb, and that has nothing to do with Quincy, has nothing to do with Shador. But if that's what Jackson State had to do to get Deion there, was like, look, Shador got to be the starting quarterback. I'd be like, he could be the starting English teacher for all I care. Bring him. Come on.
And I mean, he's not clearly, even if Quincy is a little bit better, he's not that much better. So it's not like you're really not giving up. Like, oh, he's a scrub at quarterback that I gotta play. He's gonna actually win some games.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's gonna have to get better.
If you
know what I'm saying, he's a freshman, so he's gonna get better.
You know,
and he already knows the playbook.
When if we're talking about quarterback to quarterback, like I'm always going to take the guy with the monster arm, and Quincy got a monster. Like, man, Quincy's arm is DJ Drama Cannon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's, if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you don't know if you don't know, you don't know. But 07, 08 DJ Drama, he'd be like Cannon. You know, like, listen, it's legit. His arm is legit. I'm always going to take you can't teach that. You can't.
I hear you on taking the cannon, but I would take the person who knows where the ball's supposed to go.
Why does he know that though?
Shador already knows the entire playbook.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, when did Deion say he like, huh?
That's what I agree with you, but at the same time, is that fair? It's not fair, but it's fair. Because yes, I can trust him because I know he knows all the checks, ins and outs. But at the same time, it's not fair to Quincy because he's like, bro, I haven't got the same opportunity.
I mean, that's true. That's true. No, it's not. But none of this is really going to be fair. Everybody's not going to get a fair shot, unfortunately. You do want more people to get a fair shot than not. But in that position, you're talking about one position to get this guy, like, nah. Now, I mean, I guess you can't say, because nobody really has to do anything. The coach don't really have to do anything, but to get Quincy to maybe shop him to other schools, and as Deion, you got the stamp of approval for him to go pretty much anywhere. Like you said, you would have told him to go to Power 5. Like Deion could have got him to a Power 5 just off of that one game, and then because he's not gonna lie about what he did in practice. So he probably could have did that. I mean, I don't think it's a bad move to go to A&M. I don't think that's a bad move for Quincy to go to A&M because isn't Glass a senior or something like that? So, you know, he can step right in. He got to sit for a year and step right in. So he's still going to have, at least three or 4 years to play there. So that'll be all right, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate the call, my guy.
Not to mention, just like y'all said, the last caller, like y'all were talking about how it's going to be a revenge game. Like, that's going to bring a lot of attention. That A&M with Quincy Casey, the starting quarterback for Jackson State.
What? And I'm going to have to let you go off that one, but appreciate the call.
All right, no problem.
Listen, what backup quarterback is getting live shows done about them? What backup quarterback is making headlines? And first of all, I want to get to some of these comments. Listen, and I can't. This, Mr. Moore, I can't. I usually rock with you. That one, I can't rock with you on it because there's parts I know there's parts about this offense that is resemblance of, and if it's not, he still has the benefit because he talks to his dad every single day that tells him about the offense. But we're not going to talk about that. Anyway, so we'll get to that. So let me get to this next caller real quick. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
How you doing there, Offscript?
Oh, Blake, what's good? Talk to me.
Man, this Mr. Who that nigga on that name. Man, I pretty much got a comment. And my comment is, you ain't just gonna come out here and label him like that. Oh, this daddy ball. That's what it is. It's just like you just said at the beginning. Everybody seen it. When Dion got hired, it was pretty much daddy ball. It ain't no denying it.
Yeah.
And I ain't trying to make no argument or nothing about it. But that's what it is. I mean, we can try to sound as dignified as we want to, and we can look at it through a different pair of eyes. But when you look at it, at the end of the day, it boils down to it, just like you said. Hey, if I'm coaching my son, it's a rarity. And it's a rarity as a parent and a coach. They're going to put his son on the bench because he know he's not the most talented person
Come on, man.
On the field.
Talk about it.
But some people aren't going to do that. But as we're seeing right now in this situation, that is the tendency that it is looking like that. Yes, it is going to be daddy ball. If he screws up, he's still going to play. Because who's going to back him up?
Who's going to back him up?
Hey, I'm waiting on sunshine. But hey, we all know that ain't going to happen, though.
Not going to happen. That boy is a clipboard holder. Not going to happen. Stop playing.
But that's all I had to say, Offscript. Appreciate you taking my call, guys.
Hey, anytime, Blake. Anytime, my guy. Appreciate you.
All right.
All right, let me address this comment right here. All right, Mr. Mario Sims, because I know you ain't going to call in because you just seem like a Twitter guy. All right, so this is how I'll give you the backstory because you know me, I'll keep it 100. Man, I ain't got nothing to hide. If you probably haven't watched my show since it started, right? I was on the Quincy Casey bandwagon from EWC, and anybody who's been rocking with me since the first game, please put in the comments below that I have been rocking with Quincy Casey from EWC, from jump. All right, when he came in, I was like, "Whoa, who's throwing the ball like that?" I was like, "Jalen Jones throwing it like that?" No, somebody was like, "No, that's Quincy Casey." I was like, "Oh, he is a way better quarterback than Jalen Jones." Said that since EWC. Now, go fast forward. I'm making videos that says Quincy Casey should be starting over Jalen Jones. Anybody who knows me from the jump can put in the comments below. Am I lying? All right? Am I lying? I'm not. So I am in SWAC Sports Central. It's a Facebook group about the SWAC, right? Somebody hits me up. I'm like, who is this? He's like, we're texting over. I don't know him from Adam or Eve. He's just like, yo, this is that. You know, I was watching the game. I was like, okay, whoop doo. We're texting. He's like, yo, can I call you? I said, yeah, sure, I'll call you. He's like, hey, you know, real quick, I just want to let you know I'm Quincy's brother. I was like, oh, shoot. Hey, what's up? He was like, yeah, I appreciate you for saying the stuff that you said because a lot of people don't see it as that. I said, I call a spade a spade. I think he's better than Jalen Jones. I don't know why Jalen Jones is starting. That's how I met Quincy Casey's brother. That was this year. All right. So I have been rocking with Quincy way before I met his brother. You see what I'm saying? So don't talk about stuff you don't know because I will correct it very quickly. All right. So that's how I get down. So don't tell me I'm cool with him is because I know his brother. Nah, I've been a Quincy Casey fan. Just like I've been a Ryan Nettles fan from day one, and who's been watching with me from the jump knows I've been a Ryan Nettles fan since the Southern game. So I put my stuff on wax. So I'm just not out here just, I'm not Stephen A. Smith. Today I'm this guy. Today, you know how Stephen A. Smith, one day he a Steelers fan, one day he an Alabama fan. No, I put my stuff on wax. You know who I'm rocking with. You know I'm a Cowboys fan. You know I'm a J-State bandwagon. You know I'm from the HBCU streets. If somebody send me some gear and slut me out, I'm rocking for their team as well. I'm a Quincy Casey fan. I'm a Nugget fan. I'm a Thick Pen fan. I'm a Juice Jenkins fan. I have certain players I rock with. All right? That's how I get down. So don't tell me something you don't know. Nice try. Hey, calling you loud. Talk to me.
What's up, bro?
What's up, Mr. Moore? Talk to me.
Yeah. I'm glad that Quincy. Okay, go ahead. I'm glad Quincy went out. You know, went to A&M. That was a good move. But they not running that same offense, bruh.
So they're not. So you're telling me they're not running anything that Shedeur hasn't ran back in high school?
I mean, every offense is the same. It's just different concepts. Like in high school, he ran it out of trip. They're gonna be running spread this year. You know.
Okay, so he didn't run spread in high school.
What you say?
I said he didn't run spread in high school.
He ran trips. Trips was their main. Okay, trips was their main offense. I watched just about every game of his senior year just so I could get a view of what will be in store for.
Got you. I mean, this is my thing, right? So, and listen, I never gonna question your football acumen because my God, you have been spot on with a lot of stuff. So I'm not going. What I'm saying is that if let's say, okay, if you take that trips offense and you build packages outside of it, okay, that's cool. But at the end of the day, they're still going to run stuff that you understand, that you know. And plus, you got the cheat code at home. And that's like you and Nugget watching film at the house. You know what I'm saying? You be like, yeah, so next time do this. It's a cheat code. Like you see stuff.
But you gotta think about it, bro. Dion told you. They've been practicing the whole season. So, of course, he going to know the offense. And yeah, he probably had to jump on all the other quarterbacks because, like, you know, those his folks.
Yeah.
But, you know, you still, like you said, you got to put it on the field. They got the same pride. I hope that they get the same amount of reps doing the same plays, you know, during the season.
Yeah. So, my thing is this.
That's the only, go ahead.
I've heard through the grapevine that Shedeur Sanders threw 3 picks at a spring scrimmage. Is that true? Yes or no?
I don't know. I ain't watched the spring game. But I'll ask my son.
That's what I've heard. So anybody in the comments, he threw 3 picks at the spring scrimmage game.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. So listen, that's what I heard through the grapevine. Listen. Yeah. So.
But then the other quarterbacks throw picks. That's something we don't know either.
I ain't hear that.
You know, everybody go put this.
Listen, I ain't hear that. All I can tell you about what a subscriber told me was like, hey, Scotty, listen, I'm not saying I like Quincy. I'm not saying I like Shedeur or whatever. I'm just telling you what I saw at the game. And Shedeur threw 3 picks. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm
saying he should. That was his first collegiate game.
Mr. Emotion.
You know? And you got to think about it. If they playing against the people that wasn't playing, you know, that could have been their real fall defense that he was throwing their picks against. But nobody knows, you know?
No, I feel you.
So, you can't hate on that. But Quincy, that man got to work on his short yard, his short passes. That A&M game, he missed like a lot of key third down plays where his short jumps. He kept missing a tight end on the outs, and the man can't throw a screen to save his life.
We'll see. We'll see when he at Alabama and if he throwing screens. If he get first team reps, if he gets first team reps, maybe he can throw screens too. That's all I'm saying. If he get first team reps, maybe he'll be able to throw screens too. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because he ain't throwing nothing deep for his A nuggets. Because if he do, I'm gonna have to Amazon you some more whipped cream so you can eat because you're gonna be having a fit.
First of all, I don't do whipped cream. It got to be vanilla icing and Betty Crocker if you're watching the stream.
I'm gonna write that down so I can have that on my Amazon fresh list so I can send that to your house. Because that post game is gonna be heated.
I'm gonna be hot. You know I'm gonna be hot. I'm gonna be hot, but it's okay. Listen. I'm not. You already know. You already know I'm a Nugget fan, so I already know what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm not. Not. If I'm Quincy Casey, what I'm not going to do is you're not about to punk me on the side. You're not about to punk me. I'm not about to not throw your way. I'm gonna test you. Are you paying attention this game? Are you paying attention? Do you think I'm gonna throw? I might not throw the first half. You know what I'm saying?
No, because if he learned it behind Glass, Glass that pro quarterback who won't throw to that pro corner. So, he might learn not to throw that way.
We'll see. Listen, we might get a different receiver. You know what I'm saying? We might get our own little mini Randy Moss at Alabama A&M. You never know.
Well, they say they got a nice little 6'5" wide receiver coming in.
That's all we need. That's all we need. Come on, man. Listen. You know me. I'm still on the JSU bandwagon. So nobody trying to kick me off the bandwagon. I already got my ticket paid for and punched. I bought it in the beginning of the season. So don't listen. I got the receipt to show it. But what I'm saying is I'm still gonna be objective. But hey, Mr. Moore, I gotta let you go. I got a lot of callers on.
I got you.
All right. Hey, caller, you loud. Talk to me.
Offscript, what's going on?
What's good? Turn your background down for me. Hopefully you did. Yeah, turn your background down for me.
All right. I got you. Look, I want to address you on one comment that you said.
What's up? Talk to me.
You like to see Shador play in the same system that Quincy had, which is not fair, and here's why. When Tom Brady came to Tampa Bay, when they had Jameis Winston, Tampa Bay did not give Jameis Winston a complete team as they gave Tom Brady, which, if they would have, I think the Bucs would have won a Super Bowl behind Jameis Winston. Do you agree?
No.
They built a monster team with Tom Brady.
No.
In Tampa Bay.
Don't agree with you on that one. Keep going.
Okay. Yeah, Shador may have a slight edge, but as far as pure, complete athlete, I think I would give that to Shador.
Okay.
But as far as, I think it would have been a close competition.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I do.
I would have let them both battle it out for the FAMU game, and we'll let the chips fall where they make it.
I agree with you on that one. Now let me backtrack that. Okay. The reason I don't agree with their Tom Brady comparison is because I feel like decision making is Jameis Winston's bad. That's his worst attribute about his football. So I don't care if you give Jameis Winston the same thing you give Tom Brady, you still don't win the Super Bowl because of Jameis Winston's decision making. It's complete trash. Now what I'm saying,
they put a super team around Brady. The offensive line, they gave him running back, they gave him receiver, they gave him a monster defense.
But the decision making of Jameis Winston negates all that, because is he going to make the right read at the right time is my point. Now, going back to what I said about Shador giving him the same system, I said no. I said giving him the same players. I want to see him with the same players that Quincy had to work with when everybody said the offensive line was trash, when everybody said that they couldn't block their way out of paper bag, when Jalen Jones is getting sacked and all this and that. Put Shador behind the same system, behind the same players, and let me see what he does. So that's my thing. Then I could have been like, oh, okay, Shador is the real deal. If Shador comes out against Alabama State or Southern and he does something, you be like, oh, okay. Oh, now I would have loved to see Quincy against Southern. Real talk. I think to me that would have been a bigger barometer game.
That would have been different.
That would have been a different barometer of a game because of Southern's defense. You see what I'm saying? So you're going. You're going against a really, really good defense. You know, with Jordan Lewis and them boys in the front seven and stuff like that. So I would have rather seen it against that. But nonetheless, he plays against the SWAC championship team. The SWAC champions, he does well. Okay, cool. But at the end of the day, I still want to see Shedeur with the same talent to see what he would have done with that same team. That's my biggest thing.
And now, as far as same system, Trevor Lawrence will be coming to the same system in Jacksonville that he played with in Clemson. They're already running the same similar system.
Mm-hmm.
So to put Trevor Lawrence in a successful seat there.
Yeah.
If they ran that same system that they ran last and the year before last, Trevor Lawrence wouldn't be successful in Jacksonville because it's a run-first team.
But once again, like, this is the thing. This is why players like Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Tom Brady, the reason they should get paid top flight money is because they make receivers better. They make their teams better. That's what I'm expecting of quarterbacks. Trevor Lawrence, I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is going to make his team better. And the reason I say that is because in the NFL and college is two different things. In college, you're surrounded by the best talent a coach can possibly put in front of you. In the league, it's kind of like I can get great guys in certain positions, but everything else you got to make good. You got to be able to chef this thing up. I'm going to give you a peanut butter jelly sandwich with a filet mignon chicken. Make me a meal. You get what I'm saying? So you got to make it work in all different parts. So that's my thing when it comes to Shedeur. Yeah, you've been great because your dad has always put great talent around you from high school to now. So you're not seeing what a quarterback can truly do with less talent. In college, it's about getting talent, period. If he takes his skill to the next level, he won't have the same benefit of his daddy just compiling talent because you only can do so much. So that's my thing with it. I'm not saying Shedeur is not good. I'm not saying Shedeur can't win or can't throw any of that. I'm just saying I would have liked to see him do what Quincy did with the same team. That's all I'm saying.
And my last point, then, I know you got other callers behind.
Yes, sir.
You bring those players there to start. You brought Nugget there to start, which are some of the best players in the country.
Facts.
You brought the inside linebacker there to start. You brought this 4-star defensive tackle there, last week, 2 weeks ago? They got him to start. You don't bring the best players in the country to sit on the bench. You bring them there to start. So that includes Shedeur too. You know, that's just my opinion.
No,
I would have brought him there.
And I'm always appreciative of it.
Just like you, if I recruited you, I would bring you as a tight end to start.
Yeah. If you know you're getting the best, if you feel that guy is the best of the best, then yeah. That is what it is.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. I really appreciate it, and I appreciate your call, and I look forward to listening to the rest of the show.
I appreciate you, my guy.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, got some callers, boy. They flocking in now. Let me get to. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. 240 Maryland. Where you at? All right, I'm about to let you go. 240 Maryland, where you at? All right. About to let you go. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me. Turn your background down.
Hey, what's happening? Enjoy the show.
What's your name? Where you calling from,
man? How long y'all gonna keep talking? Y'all talking about the old swag. Y'all talking about the swag 2 years ago. The Rattlers coming.
What's your name? Where you calling from?
Dwayne from Florida.
All right, talk to me.
Okay, let me go right quick, right off the TOP before all these people want to start all this talking. Okay, every time I come in, it's the same thing. Oh, why y'all can't beat BCC?
You must be a FAMU fan.
Get off of BCC nuts and y'all beat us. You know, your team beat us. And so stop all that other getting on BCC nuts and start talking about y'all trying to work about playing the Rattlers. So all that ain't gonna happen. So just talk, y'all talk. Oh, Dion, and Dion. Who is Nugget? Because he gonna get it. He'll quarterback, right?
Who you talking about? Nugget?
Yeah, he gonna get.
He a corner.
I'm sick of y'all talking about him. He gonna get all the smoke against us.
Ooh, okay. Well,
y'all act like he Dion. Y'all act like he Dion or something.
For the SWAC, he pretty damn close. For the SWAC, he pretty damn close. I'm just being honest. I ain't even gonna hold you.
The Rattlers, y'all ain't got no defense. You got one quarterback in the whole league, Glass. One. So the Rattlers ain't there yet. When the Rattlers come in, I want you to still talk about
Dwayne.
Well, anybody can have a bad game. You know, Nugget had a bad game against the Rattlers. Okay, yeah, right.
Listen, sir, you're rambling.
Everybody gonna have a bad game against the Rattlers.
You're rambling, sir. Let me holler at you real quick. Let me holler at you, pimp. All right, so
talk to me.
First of all, you just lost your white boy quarterback. All right, that's big. Stop acting like it ain't. It is. You lost them. So you don't even know who's going to be starting this year. So let's not act like you don't. So that's one. And that's the biggest position on your team is you don't even know who's going to be starting. And if you do, you still don't know what he's going to be like in the regular game because, like I said, the white boy was starting last year and was killing. So that's one thing. Secondly, you haven't been playing in the SWAC. That's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. You still losing to BCC does have some credibility because you've been losing to the same team for what 9 years. Like, can we? I mean, that's one thing. So you might want to fix your own house before you start throwing rocks at everybody else's house. Last but not least, you're talking about a young man, Nugget, who you just said Akil Glass is the best quarterback in the SWAC. Threw at this man one time. They have the most prolific offense in the SWAC. They threw at this man
the SWAC.
One time.
In the SWAC. Y'all, the SWAC played the second best team in the MAAC, and they blew them out. I mean, in the SWAC. The MAAC played the SWAC played the second best team in the MEAC, and they blew them out.
So let me ask you this, Dwayne.
They blew them out.
Let me ask you this, Dwayne. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed. Listen.
Okay.
You know, I did well enough to get out of high school, and I joined the military. I played a little college football, joined the military. Let me ask you this. If y'all are so good, why don't I ever see FAMU in the Celebration Bowl?
Okay, one more time. Last year, we were 9-2. We beat the team that blew out the SWAC best, and that was the second best team. The second best team from the MEAC. We probably could have sent our third best team and beat y'all.
But you weren't there, though.
Hello?
But you weren't there, though.
Huh?
But you weren't there, though.
We weren't there because of probation. We weren't there for any other reason. We basically won the MEAC last year.
Oh, basically, so your name was on the trophy?
We were the best team.
So your name was on the trophy?
We were the best team in MEAC.
So your name was on the trophy?
We would have. Huh?
Your name was on the trophy?
One more time. Because I see you on that same stuff with everybody else. You want a jock, a BCU who ain't got nothing to do with playing with the SWAC. Because we beat Southern last year. So, I mean, I know Southern's a powerhouse.
Oh, powerhouse.
But the bottom line is, last year, Jackson State was garbage, right?
Facts.
What, 2019, Jackson State was garbage. We were 9-2. We got better. They got to catch up with us.
So you were so much better. You were so much better. You lost to the same team for 9 years straight. You were so much better. You weren't in the Celebration Bowl. You were just, man, I don't know what standard are we basing this by? What standard are we basing this by? So now
I thought we were basing it by play on the field. Maybe you want to base it by some arbitrary stuff that you want to come up with. I thought we were basing our play on the field. That's not what we're doing.
I'm basing it off championship.
Just because, wait. Just because we weren't able to go to the championship, so nothing else counts for you. I'm just trying to understand this.
How? Listen.
So because we beat A&T, that don't count for you because we weren't able to go to the championship.
Listen.
I just want to understand what you're saying.
I'm gonna break it down to you, Dwayne.
So the play on the field don't count. The play on the field don't count.
Dwayne, listen to me. I'm gonna break it down
Talk
to you,
to me.
and then I'm gonna have to let you
Talk
go.
to me.
Right? So I'm gonna break it down. I have to let you go. This is what I'm saying. The play on the field would not.
I might as well hang up now then and just let you talk.
No. I'm gonna let you respond, but I'm just saying I have to let you go.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is this, right?
Okay.
I would give you. Listen, I'm first of all, I'm gonna rock with you. Then I'm gonna not rock with you. I'm gonna leave you with some egg on your face, right? I would rock with you if the white boy was coming back. If your same team that went 9-2 was coming back, I would say, you know what, Dwayne, you might be on to something. You might be on to something. I'd be like, ooh, that's tough. White boy coming back. You got this. You got Savion coming in. Y'all shaking, moving. Okay, cool. The biggest question of your team is the biggest asset on every other team, which is the quarterback. So that 9-2 don't mean jack squat to me because I don't even know what your quarterback gonna look like. You don't even know what your quarterback's gonna look like. Second of all, then you're talking about, oh, it's the play on the field. It will be the play on the field. And the play on the field says you can't beat Bethune-Cookman. Now they in the swag too. So now they in this. Listen, it's all relative. Now, lastly, it's about championship. There are no moral victories in football. That's why I love it so much. You either in the championship or you're not. It ain't my fault that y'all on probation. It ain't my fault if you would have went 11-0, you still wouldn't have won the championship. So that's what matters. There are no moral victories in football. Leave it at that. Now respond. I gotta let you go.
Okay, cool. So because you just mixing up everything. But anyway, coming back, I mean, have you been watching the SWAC? I mean, these cats are winning with no quarterbacks. And like I said, once again, there's only one quarterback in the SWAC, Glass, and they won the championship. I mean, easily. So bottom line, we could probably run a wide receiver at quarterback and win the SWAC.
Ooh.
But and then coming back once again, I mean, so you're saying we go 11, if we go 11-0 in some freak way, we don't go to a championship. We on probation or something.
Yeah.
Them wins don't count.
Yeah, it don't.
Beating people on the field don't count. So you might as well don't even play. Beating people on the field don't count.
Bruh.
Okay, I got you. I enjoy the show, man.
Hey,
I enjoy the show. I enjoy everything you do, and I enjoy the banner. I mean,
I do too.
It's an opportunity for Black folks to come out and put their thoughts out. I mean, excuse me, but probably before 19, we didn't have this kind of forum. So yeah, I appreciate your show, man, and keep doing what you do. I mean, you wrong about this point, but you've been right about some other stuff. But,
all right, Dwayne. Hey, anytime, man. Anytime. Hey, call back. I want you to listen.
Time will tell.
I want you to call back after that FAMU game, win or lose. Call back on that FAMU post game. It's gonna be win or lose. Call.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I will.
All right,
because we don't win, so why wouldn't I call? I'm confused. Why wouldn't I call?
Bye, Mr. Dwayne. Y'all ain't that nice. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, this is Billy. How you doing?
What's up, Mr. Billy?
I think you're looking at it the wrong way.
How so?
From a military point of view, you got two armored personnel carriers. One may be a little better than the other. But the Shadir one is coming with the entire 25th Infantry Division. The brother, the daddy's friends, all the new recruits. I think I would take the 25th Infantry over one little armored personnel carrier that may be a little better.
Ooh, great analogy, but it doesn't fit the narrative, though. You know why you say that? Because Quincy could have had the same thing if you would allowed him to.
No.
Yeah.
No, because I think this is part of Deion's big picture. The whole deal. The TV stuff, the YouTube stuff. I think it's all together. And I don't think you can pull one piece out and think you're going to keep Deion.
Okay, so first of all, the brand of Deion is winning. That's number one. If I don't, Deion is cool and all that, but you bring in Deion because Deion is about winning. Okay, hold on. Let me. I might have to talk to the viewers real quick, right? Because they don't understand the military talk. Okay, so what my man just said is pretty much he's comparing two military style operations, right? He's saying that you have one that has this let's say 10th mount, or let me try to be he has one guy with Shedeur Sanders bring in his brother, his cousin. It's kind of like bringing in the army. He's bringing in the army, right? He's bringing everybody light out everybody. Then he's saying Quincy is bringing in like the Boy Scouts. That is it's on two different levels. That's pretty much I'm trying to simplify for you. So he's saying Shedeur, Deion is an army, and Quincy is bringing Boy Scouts. All right, just very simplistic about it. Just trying to keep it simple, stupid. All right, so back to your thing, Mr. Billy. The Deion thing is about winning at the end of the day. To me, it shouldn't matter if Quincy did it or Shedeur did it. As long as you're winning, people are going to respect Deion. People are going to love it. To me, Deion's coaching, if Deion really had a quarterback battle and picked Quincy, I'm not saying he had to pick him just to pick him, is that it would be like, wow, Deion Sanders is really for whoever he feels is the best player. Like if you really saw the competition battle, if you really let FAMU, if you really let them really battle it out in the regular season, like for the first game or whatever, or against maybe a backup squad or whoever, is to say, wow, Deion Sanders is really about winning, and he's really trying to figure out who is the best quarterback for his team. That would have gave him more clout because people would have been like, yo, Deion's not what I thought he was. He's just about winning. Don't matter if it's the no star, the 3-star, whatever, but him being his son and his son automatically getting QB1 reps in spring practice says differently. That's my opinion on that, Mr. Billy. What do you say?
I don't think that's it at all. I don't think Deion's just about winning. I think Deion's about 50,000 feet higher than that. I think he's about everything. I think he's about the brand. I think he's about all the marketing that goes along with it. And as a peripheral benefit, you're going to win. But I don't think he's just simply only focused on winning. I think he's focused on the big picture, the real big picture. And that means his kid is going to get an edge.
The big picture.
And that's okay.
The big picture doesn't matter if you're losing. You see what I'm saying? You can't market a losing brand. You can't market a losing Jackson State because then people in Southern are going to say, man, we don't need no celebrity coach. If Deion getting all these 4 or 5-star recruits can't even win with that, then you just go back to the status quo. It doesn't help anything if Deion loses.
But it all isn't going to hinge on the quarterback. It's going to hinge on the Cobras, the 155 artillery. All the other stuff that comes to the game makes a quarterback not quite that important if they're close.
That's saying Shedeur is a game manager. That's what it's telling me. Because if I'm Shedeur, I'm not even gonna say if I'm Shedeur. If I was call me Sam Sanders, right? If I was Sam Sanders, right, and I'm the starting quarterback for Deion. I'm his 5th son. I'm his 4th son from whatever. You know what I'm saying? And he brings me in to start. If I'm basing everything off of everybody else, that means I'm not the guy. I'm not the guy. You're like I like the team should go with me. I'm the guy. You see what I'm saying? I'm this. I'm that. Like, come on. Like I'm the ish. The way you're talking about it makes it seem like he's just going to manage the game. Like, hey, just don't F it up. Like, no, it shouldn't be that. Akil goes out and wins the game. You see what I'm saying? Like, he has to go win the game because he's the guy. His defense isn't all world, so I know I cannot score less than 35 points a game. I got to go win games. But when you got everything working for you, just say, hey, Shedeur, just don't mess it up. And that's why I kept saying Shedeur Sanders is driving a Corvette in 2nd gear. All I need you to do is not mess up the clutch. That's it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you got defensive edge, you got all these other superstar players, and it's all one great big thing, and it's coming in because they're all together. It's all a part of it. And when it's over, they're going to make a whole lot of money for themselves.
To me, if my son is just a game manager, I'm underselling him. If my son is, if you watch this season and you simply say Shedeur Sanders is a game manager, you'll give him a pass because he's a freshman. You'll give him a pass this year. You're like, you know what? He's a freshman. I don't want to put everything on him or whatever. So cool. So yeah, maybe he drives the Corvette in second gear and he doesn't get out of it. He's like, hey, just don't crash it. By the time he's a junior or senior, he should have it the throttle full go. But right now, he might just be a game manager. He might just keep it in second and just, hey, look, we got so many good players. Just don't crash the car.
You just said it. They got so many good players, don't crash your car, and it's going to be a whole lot more TV money. I'm dominating too much of your time. I just love your show. Thank you very much. And you're wrong about Jameis Winston. He is a stud. Of course, I'm a Seminole, so I know I'm biased. But you give Winston what you gave Brady, and he would have won too because he can run the ball. He's a beast. He should have played baseball, actually. All right, sir. Thank you for taking my call.
All right, Mr. Bailey. Appreciate you.
Bye.
All right, let me see you go. Hey, caller, you live. Turn your background down for me.
All right. What up, Scotty?
Talk to me.
Hey, yo, man, this is your boy A&T Roy back again.
Hey, I already know what you're bringing. Go ahead. Talk your mess.
Man, listen, I heard enough of that FAMU dude. I don't know his name, Brandon or whatever.
Dwayne,
yeah. So here, let me just address these two things. When you play a football season with no pressure, meaning from week to week, you're not concerned about winning or losing. Granted, you do want to win, don't get me wrong. But you're not concerned about winning or losing a game in order to win the conference championship, in order to be able to go to the Celebration Bowl, in order to hopefully be able to win the Black National Championship. It's a whole different animal than the team who are under that pressure. So let's take South Carolina State, for example. They knew if they didn't beat us in that game we played, they probably weren't going to win the conference championship because guess what? They would have lost us head-to-head. So they had a whole different level of pressure that Florida A&M never had during the season. And so what I say is a former athlete, matter of fact, still an athlete to a certain degree, pressure plays a role in how you perform. And they never had it. And that's the biggest argument I had with them from last year was, yeah, you won all your games except you choked again against, frankly, what I believe to be an inferior team in Bethune-Cookman. But you didn't play under any pressure. You didn't play under the pressure that everybody else played under.
Yeah, because you didn't have nothing to play for.
Right, nothing to play for. Oh, we can just go out and have fun. Oh man, we can be, all that stuff. So that's a big deal to me in terms of what they did. Now, the year before, I actually called them the Super Chokers because in 2018 they had it in the bag. They got lucky in Greensboro. I'll say that I won't go into detail, but they got lucky in Greensboro. All they had to do was win, I think, 2 out of their last 3 conference games, and they would have won the conference and gone to the Celebration Bowl. I think they lost to Howard. And then, of course, in the Florida Classic, they choked again. So I call them the Super Chokers because when it's on the line and when they got some pressure against, they up against it, they choke. So I have no pity for them. Once they can get some pressure and put some stuff on the line and win, then I'll give them some props. Other than that, go on with that bad stuff.
All right, appreciate you. Let me get to these other callers. Appreciate you.
All right, man.
All right. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
What's going on, Big Dog Script? This is Mike from North Alabama. How you doing? How you living? How you be?
I be's okay. Talk to me.
Big dog, I just found out about 15 minutes ago we got Q Casey in the transfer portal. And as a Louisville Bulldog fan and alum, yes, I'm glad about it, but I ain't finna do no backflip on it yet because I know it seems to me Coach Maynard is keeping it really close to the vest, well under his hat. He got a couple quarterbacks, a couple of 4-stars coming in, I heard, next year. They're like a soft verbal, so I ain't going to do no backflip on that. And, yeah, we went undefeated. I just want to see how the defense and the offensive line and the running game, you know what I'm saying, improve between now and September 4th, because we can't put it all on glass to get us back to the dance, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, everybody game planning for him. Oh, kill Glass, yeah, you know what? Everybody talking about Glass. How come ain't nobody talking about our defense against their offense? Yeah, I'm glad to hear about that. But I just want to throw one quick thing out. I'm going to hang up if you got a quick minute.
Talk to me.
All right, big. All right, look, I'm on my tablet, and there's this website you probably heard of called fbschedules.com. It has it's a website dedicated to football teams, NFL, college. I think it might have some CFL on there about their schedules this year and years down the line.
Mm-hmm.
And for us Bulldog fans out there, I'm looking at our schedule right now. It's not finished. They need maybe 2 more games to fill out the schedule. October is going to tell the story about if the A&M Bulldogs are going to repeat as conference champions. Let me read this out to you. All right.
Go ahead.
Our first, let's see, 1, 2, 3. We'll go first 6 games I'm looking at. September 4th, South Carolina State at home. They got a gap between the 4th and the 18th, but I know for a fact they signed Tuskegee to play down in Mobile at the Gulf Coast Classic. All right, that's good. Then they got another gap between the 18th and October 2nd. They got to fill in one more game. Now let's look at October. At Grambling on the 2nd. Jackson State is homecoming on the 9th. October 16th at home against FAMU. I know they traditionally have a bye week on the 23rd and October 30th. They're going to Birmingham to play Alabama State. October is going to tell the story about what kind of Bulldog team this is going to be in fall 2021. And I'm here to tell you right now, other than that Bama State game, maybe that FAMU game, yeah, I'm looking at, Jackson State schedule right now. That's probably going to be one of the biggest games no one's talking about.
What game is
Jackson
that?
State is. This is Alabama A&M and Jackson State. I think that's
October 9th.
October 9th, up in Huntsville. Let's see, Jackson State got FAMU. They got Tennessee State, La Monroe, Delta State, a week off before they play Alabama A&M. Yeah. I think folks need to go ahead and just pencil that one in, and I think the winner of that game just might. Well, I don't know. That's a little presumptuous, but October's going to tell the story about
what you got. Yeah, what they're going to be.
Make it happen.
Yeah, and I'm looking at it as well. I see October 9th, Jackson. October 16th, Florida A&M, and then October 30th is the Magic City Classic. So yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's looking. Man, first, I mean, while you playing the first 6 games is legit. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't got no gimmies. South Carolina State, Bethune, Grambling might be a gimme. They a G with a capital garbage.
Yeah.
Jackson State, Florida, and Alabama State. Yeah, that's a tough 5. That's a tough little stretch right there. So man, it's going to be something. It really is going to be something. I can't wait. But appreciate the call, my guy.
All right, big dog. Be cool.
You too. Yeah, Alabama A&M, they're going to have to show up. They're going to have to show up and show out. All right, let me get to some of these other callers. Hey, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, what up, man? This is Jerome from Charlotte, representing Jackson State. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Talk to me.
Hey, yeah. So, number one, I do want to congratulate Quincy, man, for finding a home. I honestly thought that he was going to follow Odoms to Norfolk State, kind of run that system. I don't think Norfolk has a good quarterback at the moment. So we was all kind of, looking at that. But kudos to landing a home. I know Glass has another season. And another thing, man, A&M, they signed 2 really high-profile quarterbacks coming out west. I think one from Hawaii and another from California. So that in itself, I mean, it's not a guarantee. And I know manner. You know what I'm saying? He's from the crib. He's from Fayetteville. He went to my high school. So he never gives something to somebody just because they coming in as a transfer. You're gonna have to battle it out, just like with Dion. So it'll be really interesting to see how Casey
I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that one.
Incoming high-profile quarterbacks at A&M. Number two, a couple of callers saying, "Oh, you know, he's got the cheat code and root to root." I know you guys talked about, you know, Dion and his resources. Best believe, man, during the season and of course in this off season, Dion has been getting a lot of. I guess he's had a lot of conversations with those NFL resources. He's got a lot of buddies, man, that's been really supporting him behind the scenes. Trust me, Jackson State is not going to run the exact same offense this fall. It's going to be, I'm not going to say it's going to be totally different, but best believe he got some folks in his ear giving him tips and pointers, how to make adjustments, things in that regard. Just, you know, totally different scheme.
Yeah.
So best believe he's going to be implementing some of those things from those resources. So I don't want anybody out there to feel comfortable thinking that Casey got the cheat code or all these other coaches, they just got to watch the highlights from, you know, from the spring. It's not going to be the case. Number three, when you look at this is actually what Dion has been waiting for as far as all of these transfers that are coming in. And as well as a lot of these high school signees, you know, they're a lot better than a lot of the folks who have been leaving in the transfer portal this spring. So even if A&M or any other school may be familiar with Jackson State's, scheme that we ran in the spring, you're talking about athletes who are actually going to be able to execute a whole lot better with that same kind of scheme. And if you think about it, you know, A&M only beat Jackson State by 9 points. The only team that really dominated Jackson was probably the Southern, and their head coach is gone. So with a much better, I guess, revamped offensive scheme coupled with much, much better talent as far as executing those plays, no more drop passes and things of that regard, I think you're going to see a much better Jackson State this fall. And I don't think that A&M game was going to be as close as it was this year. But we'll see. I definitely think, as far as the game itself, of course, that's A&M's homecoming. We got a whole bunch of them. We always outnumber A&M in Huntsville anyway, regardless of the team's record. But we got a lot of alumni, you know what I'm saying, who plan to go in that game and just totally taking over their little homecoming. But it'll be really interesting, man, this fall. But best believe, man, the offensive scheme will be revamped. He's got a lot of resources. Never, you know what I'm saying, don't think that Dion is the same type of Dion of a coach that he was in Texas. He's got his NFL buddies in his ear, so they're going to be all right.
All right. So nobody said that Dion was going to run the same thing. Nobody said Dion wasn't bringing new stuff. I had a very long conversation with Dion. Very long. Like, I know some things. All right. So that's why I've never said, I've even said Jackson State's a buzzsaw coming. It's a buzzsaw. Like, if everything lines up like it's supposed to, they are a walking buzzsaw. And I truly believe they should go undefeated. If they don't win the SWAC championship, it's a bust. I don't care what nobody says. Period. Hands down.
Yeah,
and you can kind of downplay however you want it. Like, if they don't win the SWAC championship, it is what it is. So my thing is this, though. At the end of the day, I just wanted to see an honest and fair QB battle. Now, once again, and people in the comments can say, you know, saying like I wasn't at practice. I wasn't at practice. A lot of people, you know, even Dion told me I wasn't at practice. You know, he's like, hey man, you ain't seen what I'm saying. You're absolutely right. I just didn't like the perception that it didn't go down like that when you got the guy coming off the street doing QB1 reps in spring and he ain't gonna play. How that work? But to each his own. So all I'm saying it is, and I'm putting the target on their back because one, Dion already did it when he came to the school, and then secondly, it's like, bro, you got everything working for you, everything. You done picked up every kind of recruit you can possibly need. If you don't run the SWAC, you bugging. It's a failure. Now, don't get me wrong. Even if Dion goes 8-2 or 7-3 or whatever, he can still walk into any home and recruit and say, hey, you know, you're the missing piece. Hey, you're this. Hey, you're that. Because he's Dion. Let Dion go 6-4. Let Dion go 5-5. Oh my God, it's going to be pandemonium. Pandemonium.
Now, let me ask you this. Okay, so let me leave with this. It's a beautiful thing to see HBCU football as far as loaded at quarterback play at quite a few of our schools, which is why I kind of thought this move to A&M was not the. I feel like it was kind of ill-advised for him to go there knowing that they're kind of loaded with Glass as well as these high-profile quarterbacks they just signed. We had a guy at Jackson State in the early 2000s. I forget his name. Damn, he's on the staff. But he actually was supposed to be quarterback after '99, but Robert Kent came in and just wiped everybody off the map. So he switched over to wide receiver, and he's now JSU's all-time receiver. I guess like receivers catch or whatever. But do you think that'd have been a better option for Quincy going to A&M, knowing that they're so loaded? Could he have maybe switched over? Because he's got the size, he's got the body. Would that be, I guess, a better option? Because I thought he was going to Norfolk. That just would have been a no-brainer. But I don't know.
To me, like, I think you have to look it deeper, right? You have to me, and I don't know Quincy personally. Like, I don't know his makeup. I don't know how he is as a kid. All I know, he's cool, he's chill, whatever. But to me, there has to be an inner fire in you that you say, I want to prove somebody wrong. Now, once again, I am not saying he said that to me. I am not saying that Quincy said, look, Scotty, like, man, I want revenge against Jackson State. I'm not saying he said that. He could have simply, just like Coach Maynard, what he offered him, he could have simply just said, hey, man, look, I'm a quarterback. We compete. You see my track. That's the biggest thing is Coach Maynard's track record on not caring about stars is so big. I mean, he has 3 starting wideouts who were walk-ons. Like, that tells you that he is about competition. I don't care what anybody says in my comments. Deion is not about competition if you don't make it a competition at every sense of the word. Everything should be up for grabs. Nobody should just be able to, as a brand new coach in college, should not be able to walk into a program and say, my son is QB1. Everybody lay down. That's my issue with the whole thing. So I love Coach Maynard for always showing the fact of the matter is that, look, we about competition. My track record says we about competition. The kids you see on my team, most of them started with no scholarships and they played their butts off, and I gave them one. Now they starting. You can go play for a coach like that.
I think I got to disagree with you because when Deion came in, it was straight competition mode. And there are a lot of cats from the previous JSU teams that got cut because they didn't. There were cats that came in as walk-ons, like the brother, I forgot his name, is running back. He used to be a camera guy for the team and outperformed some of the other dudes who were old heads. It's always been about a competition. And even in this off season, you know what I'm saying, I was told, I got a text, you know what I'm saying, that the Sunday after that A&M game, we all knew Monday and Tuesday were going to be cut there at Jackson State because those folks did not, step up to the challenge during the season. It was all an audition. So that's why I kind of disagree. I also disagree as far as Maynard not being about stars. You know, he actively has been recruiting, going after a lot of 4- or 5-star guys.
No.
He actually,
I can rock with you in your first half.
Found a brother from Michigan.
I can rock with you. Listen, wait. I can rock with you in your first half about the Deion. I can't rock with you in the back half. The reason I can't rock with you in the back half is, yes, you might go recruit stars because that's what matters. Yeah, you can go recruit them. But when they show up and you see this walk-on is outplaying him, you say, bump the stars. I'm starting this kid. That's what Coach Maynard is about. Everybody can go recruit stars. That's the whole point of college. Get the most stars you possibly can. But are you going to overplay those stars just because they're stars? When you got kids who coming off the street who want it more, play harder, and they show you something that you like, yo, this kid is special, and you give him the opportunity. Those are two different things. Go ahead.
So do you, with that being said, do you not feel that the running back from New Orleans at Jackson State, did he not outperform those other stars who were ahead of him? And number two, do you not think that Quincy outperformed Jalen Jones towards the latter part of the season?
Okay, so the first half of that, I'm gonna answer the second one. I'm gonna have you re-ask the first one. So the second part of that, I believe you had to be smoking crack, and I mean that with the bottom of my heart. Oh no, okay, he's a kid. Let me stop. Okay, I believe. Lord forgive me. Lord forgive me. I believe that you had to have very low football acumen to say to me that Jalen Jones is a better quarterback than Quincy. Now, if your system is Southern system, then that's something completely different because you're looking for a certain style of play to complement a scheme. I can get all that. If you need somebody who can QB power and all, I get that. But when you have Corey Reed and Dalen Baldwin, Warren Newman, you just want to get the ball in their hands. And you saw after the Alabama State game, Alabama State said, you playing with who? You trying to do what with him? Oh, nah, we about to blitz him out the world. And that's what happened because he couldn't quick read. He couldn't quick throw. That's not his skill set. So after that game, Quincy should have been in. I don't care what if you see that that's going on, Quincy should have been in the game. If after that game, for the Southern game, he should have been in because you're like, yo, I'm seeing where you're deficient at, and we need players who can supersede the deficiency, who can hold off a blitzing. You know, they're going 8. I mean, literally, Alabama State was lining up 8, like not even disguising it and saying, we're coming for you, and they still happen. So that's what it is. Now, what was your first question again? I'm sorry.
Well, let me say this: that can't be all on Jalen because when you look at the defensive line, man, the offensive line. There's a lot of problems there, and there were some problems with a lot of drop passes with the wide receivers. But that's neither here nor there. I will say that Jalen and Quincy are very two talented group of young brothers. I think with Jalen going to the junior college, he's going to be all right. You know, he's going to get that augmentation, if you will, and he'll be able to sign with a FBS school. I still think that overall, everything about Deion Sanders is about competition. And he has loaded up on every single position in the offseason. Defensive line, defensive backs, everything. So it's still going to be a competition. Just because all these cats coming in with stars by the name, they're still going to have to compete. So just best believe when it comes to the styles between both of the coaches, really, in my opinion, there's not a lot of difference outside of Maynard being a bit more, I guess, flamboyant personality-wise. I don't think that A&M is going to be able to keep up with how they switch up, with how Deion and his coaching staff switch up the schemes and the level of execution. Because at the end of the day, like I said, A&M, they only beat Jackson State by 9. It was a pretty close game towards the end, but we'll see in the fall, man. I mean, I have no worries. You know, man, we don't beat them the last 2 times. I honestly feel like it is going to be a bust off going into the SWAC this offseason, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be interesting, man.
I appreciate the call, my guy.
Yes, sir.
All right, this is going to be my last caller. I'm taking this. All right, guys, this is my last caller.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you live. You my last caller. Talk to me. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Hey, caller, you my last caller. Talk to me.
Scotty, I'm disappointed in you, man.
What's up? Talk to me.
When you did that interview, your follow-up game was weak as hell.
What's up?
When you asked Deion about them blitzing, and he threw them damn players up under the bus, I blame you and not having that better cracker with that damn better knife. You didn't follow up on it. You saw that man threw them players right up under the bus, and you didn't even follow up and ask him about what coaching changes he made. And actually, that was the initial thing of the question. And he blamed it on the player.
I'll say this to you. He answered my question. That's all I can say to you. He answered my question. He didn't do it on camera, but he answered my question. That's all. I gotta give you that.
And then you sitting here arguing with somebody from FAMU. How you gonna argue with somebody who make up a championship after they get their ass whooped by Bethune? I don't get that. I don't get it.
Boy, you were always worth the call. I swear to God, you are.
I don't get it. And you know, for the people who say, you know, Quincy didn't want to compete, he going into a situation where he's not gonna have a choice but to compete. Even after he comes in after Glass, they still got that the quarterback they signed that was offered by Baylor, Arkansas, and Alabama. He was offered, not just recruited.
Mm-hmm.
He was offered by them. So if you everybody knows, if you get an offer from Baylor, we know what they do on offense. If you get an offer from Bama, it's something there. So the bar a dog some kind of way.
Yeah.
Not counting the other one that they signed. He was offered by Missouri and UNLV. So he's still going to have to compete. The boys are not afraid to compete. He just wants a fair lane to compete.
Facts. If you feel you that
but
guy,
next time you go up but next time you go up in Shador's and Dion's office, I'm gonna need you to bring that bed of crackers.
I'm gonna bring the smoke. I'm gonna bring the smoke. I ain't gonna.
All right, man.
I tried to do as best I could. I didn't want to be too starstruck. You know what I'm saying? But I got the first one out of me. So I'm good. You know, the second one won't be scary. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a little nervous because I was messing
we
up.
saw it on your face, but when he sat there and threw them under the bus like that, I was like, I know he gonna come because normally you be ready to come back with the follow-ups, and then you ain't even follow up. I'm like, this motherfucker right here.
Listen. I you got me. Listen. I'll take that hit. I'm not big enough to not take the hit. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that.
Yeah, and I know you were earlier, I think it was earlier this week or last week, you were asking why ESPN isn't doing the Jackson State FAMU game.
Yeah.
It's because the games that they're covering, they own those games. ESPN owned the MEAC SWAC Challenge. They own the Celebration Bowl. That's why the payouts are so big in those games, and that's why those games are advertised like that.
Got you. Appreciate the call, my guy. Hey, you are always worth the call. I gotta make sure I remember this number. I know to go call you, pick you. All right, appreciate you.
No, you good, homie.
All right. Hey, listen. I gotta give it up to my man Sean. He keeping me on track. LeBron is about to play, so listen. That's why I did this. I ain't care about no Wizards and 76ers. We talking about LeBron out here, but listen. Quincy will be on here Monday. I think it'll either be 7 my time, which is Eastern, or 7 his time, which is Central. Be looking out. If you're not subscribed to the channel, be looking out for that. He will be on here Monday. Smash Time Productions. Thank you for the call. He will be on here Tuesday. I'm trying to fill up the week to get you some stuff going. All right. So once again, I gotta go check out my man LeBron. Make sure he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Getting these games. All right. So until next time. You know what I'm going to do. It's your boy Scotty, voice of the SWAC. I'm going to holla. God bless.